effort, but we finally cracked these mechanisms.
We're one step closer to Bronya. Let's move!
Are these echoes too?
Yes. The fragmentum here seems to have made a special connection with Cocolia. It's repeatedly generating forms in her image.
I don't understand. Even if the truth is as you say, every generation of Guardian has resisted the call of the Stellaron. Can all of them have been wrong, Mother?
Do you still not see, Bronya? There is no right or wrong here. Some of them acted out of human pride, others out of human short-sightedness. Our ancestors, including Elisa Rand, spent their whole lives trying to prolong this civilization. Then, after all fell still, their memories were scattered by the blizzard. They spent lifetimes writing songs of praise that lauded the bravery of humanity, but couldn't spare the time to gaze up into the stars. To those entities of greater magnificence in the heavens above, 1,000 years is but a passing moment. The attainments of insignificant beings, nothing more than a footnote. I shall not follow the Guardian's misguided steps down that blind alley of narcissism. If persistence is futile, then one must choose a new beginning.
But Qlipoth, the Preservation, are they not one of the magnificent entities you speak of? Is it not their strength that has sheltered Belobog this entire time?
The Preservation. Has the Preservation ever looked humanity in the eye? Nothing more than an arrogant delusion of the architects. You will hear the real voice of magnificence, Bronya. Then you will understand my choice.
Whoa, check this place out. Tables and sentry posts? There must have been Silvermane guards stationed here once.
If there were, they left a long time ago. There might be valuable information here. Shame we don't have time to look for it.
Looks like another completely new monster.
Considering where we are, it would be surprising if we didn't run into strange enemies here.
I don't care how strange it is. It's blocking our way. Let's get it!
The redemption. Prayer will tell you.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters! Rules are made to be broken!
Move carefully. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Your number is up.
Let's go.
I've no interest in conflict.
Fight to win.
Let's make it quick.
The redemption. Hex the truth of judgment.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Haven't learned your lesson?
Let's go.
This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Branya and Cocolia's echoes. They must have come through here. That means we must be really close, right?
I sense that we're very near to the northern snow plains.
Looks good.
This is where the first Guardian led the Silvermane Guards into battle. She made huge sacrifices for the sake of temporary respite. But the otherworldly Legion did not tire. She soon realized that flesh and blood could not contend with so ruthless an enemy. When all was nearly lost, she chose to set her sights on the Stellaron and made the first wish. As for what came later, you know as well as I.
So, the eternal freeze was a disaster brought about by a human wish?
Ironic, no? All the Stellaron did was answer humanity's call, and yet we kept its existence a closely guarded secret for centuries. Even going so far as to attempt to use it to control the Stellaron. Woeful. Laughable.
It?
Now, something created using otherworldly technology. An inhibitor that a corporation from the old world and the architects attempted to use to house the Stellaron. Oh, I know you have many questions, my daughter. Be patient. Soon you will have all the answers.
Fighting is meaningless.
Rules are made to be broken.
The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Just a scratch.
In the name of Landau,
A will forged in ice never falters.
I have no interest in conflict.
Fight to win.
Let's make it quick.
Fighting is meaningless.
Haven't learned your...
Is that all? This is our chance. It'll take more
This
than
ends
that.
here.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Rules are made to be broken.
No interest in conflict.
Your number is...
The truth of life and death, revealed in its sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Fight to win.
This is our chance. Hope you're prepared.
Fighting is meaningless.
This is our chance.
It's that shadow of hers again.
It feels like this echo is different from the others before.
Intruders.
Huh? Did she just speak?
You cannot approach.
Not good. March, out the way!
The Stellaron. Intruders.
You don't know at all.
Are you sure this isn't the real her?
It may look like her, but the fragmentum can only create fortunes. Bring her down!
Rules are made to be broken.
Move carefully.
Haven't learned your lesson? Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
This ends here.
Tremble before my power. Fight to win.
Let's go. Hope you're prepared.
Freeze to death. Witness the avalanche.
The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision.
In the name of Landau, we'll forge in ice. Never falters.
Dark of eternal winter.
Is that all?
Haven't learned your lesson? Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken. This ends here.
I've no interest in conflict.
Fight to win.
This is our chance.
You are doomed to fail.
Fighting is meaningless.
Haven't learned your
The
lesson?
life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision.
She disappeared.
Those stairs. It's the only way forward.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
This means that Branya is up ahead. And so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands. Strange. I thought I'd feel nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
To be honest, you never really get used to them. We always used to rely on Himeko and Mr. Yang.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my side has made me feel like no obstacle is too big.
Right on. But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way. It's freezing here. The blizzard's so fierce. The power from the trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
It means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron, and the heart of the Eternal Freeze.
What is this? Oh, it's scary.
It's like an insect trapped in amber.
I bet the Antimatter Legion forces never thought they'd be swallowed up by the Eternal Freeze when they invaded this world. Even in the ice, could these guys still be alive? I don't remember. It's a blank canvas.
Did the architects build this?
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it look like the palm of a huge hand to you? If Cocolia threatens us by taking Bronya hostage...
We have to save her. The underworld... No. The entire planet relies on her.
Resist, Bronya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Bronya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly. We believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist, to cover our ears instead of hearing the call? It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature, so difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Zila?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish! We're not going down before you do! Rania! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. A subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, then I would descend into torment. Branya. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Branya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now. Choose, my daughter.
Madame Cocolia, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Branya. Pity. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
The ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign.
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the Architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you! This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Fight to win.
Let's make it quick.
Engine, break them!
We have to stop it!
This ends here. Wheel forged in ice. Never falters.
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Too late to repent.
How can we bring a giant like this down?
No interest in cover.
Haven't learned your
Rules are made to be broken.
The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick! It'll heal. Hope you're prepared. Wheel forged in ice. Never falters.
Too late to repent.
Sagacious discernment. Passing the time. Himeko! It's Himeko!
talking about. Weldon, I've been up on the you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how does the guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
I'll cover you! Grab hold of me!
The power granted by them! Listen to the power surge! Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Sailors. This! Rules are made to be broken! Let's go.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you this